This is a really important news for the club. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today many things to mention, and here we go. A Hijack and also something to say on Alvaro Morata, Joshua Kimmich, Manchester United and much more. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, many things to mention on the market, because today, first of all, we had a here we go for Atletico Madrid, an important defender, Robin Lenormand, joining the club from Real Sociedad. Around 28-30 million euros is the final fee. The player already agreed on personal terms weeks ago, and so new centre-back for Diego Simeone is gonna be Robin Lenormand, joining the club from Real Sociedad. Soyuncu, the Turkish centre-back, joins Fenerbahce of Jose Mourinho. So some changes at Atletico Madrid, changes also at Manchester United, with Dan Ashworth joining the club from Newcastle. So new sporting director for Man United. This is a really important news for the club, because the negotiation between United and Newcastle for Dan Ashworth has always been really difficult and complicated. Dan Ashworth wanted to go to Manchester United, but the situation between clubs was not that easy. Now what we can say is that everything is done, everything is signed. The two clubs have confirmed the agreement. They will pay less than £10 million for Dan Ashworth, despite sometimes having also reports of a fee around £20-25 million. No, they will pay less than £10 million Manchester United for him. He's set to work immediately for Manchester United with Jason Wilcox, who is already there, and Omar Berrada, who joined as new CEO from Manchester City. So the new structure is now in place, and Manchester United will be ready on the market. We already mentioned Matthijs de Ligt in the recent days. Let me tell you again that Manchester United are in contact with the agents of the player, and I will keep you posted on more details in the next hours on the Matthijs de Ligt story. But also important to say that Manchester United keep discussing internally now also with Dan Ashworth about Manu Ugarte, because they have the green light from the player. He would like to join Manchester United even without Champions League football. They have the green light from Paris Saint-Germain in the sense that PSG are open to letting Ugarte leave. Now Man United have to decide whether they want to bid for him. So these days are going to be important, because Ugarte is one of the names they included in the list. Let me add on Manchester United that the feeling remains for Casemiro to leave the club this summer. The situation for Casemiro is really fluid, open. There was interest already months ago from Saudi. There is a feeling they could return for Casemiro. Let's see if some other club will join the race. But the feeling is that the Brazilian midfielder could really leave Manchester United in the summer transfer window, and so a player like Ugarte could be needed at the club. So Man United will be a topic for us here on YouTube in many cases, also for the Matthijs de Ligt story. Let me say that Tottenham today completed an important move, because we have the here we go for one of the best talents in England, Archie Gray, born in 2006, in the list of several clubs. Let me say that many important clubs in England, including Chelsea, not only were tracking the player, never making any bid, but for example there was strong interest from Borussia Dortmund. Also in Germany they already did an excellent job by signing players in England since they were super young, like Jude Bellingham, Jadon Sancho. So they wanted to repeat this track with the case of Archie Gray, but Archie Gray is going to Tottenham, and is here we go, because they've been able to hijack the deal from Brentford. Brentford had an agreement in principle, a verbal agreement in principle, to complete the deal. They activated the release clause, and also they wanted to proceed with medical tests, but the deal collapsed on the structure of the deal, the payment terms and all this kind of stuff. So deal collapsed for Brentford. Tottenham were able to enter the race, call on player side, get the green light from Archie Gray. He's excited to go at Tottenham. Ange Postecoglou wants to trust this kind of project also with young players. Tottenham already did the same with Lucas Bergvall, who in January was one step away from joining Barcelona, and then he joined Tottenham. They have Pape Matar, they have many young talents, and the next one is going to be Archie Gray, set to sign until June 2030 as new Tottenham player, and so one more talent for their project. One more talent is going to Chelsea, because Kiernan Desbury Hall signed the contract as new Chelsea player, now waiting for formalities between the two clubs, but he also completed the medical. Remember the details of these two deals. So for Desbury Hall, the deal is going to be worth around £30 million, but also Michael Golding, a young talent from Chelsea Academy, is going to join Leicester City in a value of £5 million. For the case of Archie Gray and Tottenham. The deal is worth something around 35-40 million pounds, but Joe Rodon will go the other way. So the defender will join Leeds United on a permanent transfer for a valuation of 10 million pounds. So Joe Rodon is 10, Archie Gray around 40, and so this is the deal. Let me mention also that it's very busy for many other clubs, because I wanted to mention other situations, including Alvaro Morata. It's true, as per reports in Spain, that Alvaro Morata has the possibility to go to Saudi. Let me say that the priority of Alvaro Morata has always been to return to Italy. His desire was and is to return to Italy. He's been waiting for Juventus in the specific case. He's been hoping for Juventus because he would love to return to Juventus, but you were still waiting. You were still not attacking on the situation. Juventus priority targets are in different positions, a new centre-back, and the next signing will be a midfielder after Douglas Luiz, Kefren Turam from Nice. Juventus are really advancing on this deal, so he remains one of the priorities. This is why, for Morata, other clubs are entering the mix, and Al-Qadsiya, the same Saudi club that signed Nacho on a free transfer, is now attacking the situation for Alvaro Morata. They presented the project, they presented the financial proposal to Morata. They know the release clause of Alvaro Morata, around 12-13 million euros. This is the value of the clause, so no negotiation is needed with Atletico Madrid. They just have to go there, pay the clause, and then Morata will decide. But Al-Qadsiya have genuine interest in Alvaro Morata. Let's see what he will decide. He's been waiting for Juventus, he's been waiting for Italian clubs in general, because maybe some other opportunity could appear, but now Saudi is one more option on the list of Alvaro Morata, who is also open to leaving Atletico Madrid. We know that Atletico are already looking for different strikers. We said about Lenormand as new centre-back, but in terms of striker, Artem Dovbyk from Girona, the top scorer of La Liga last season, is one of the players they approached in terms of contract, personal terms, and also aware of the release clause, 40 million euros at Girona. And then keep close eye, guys, to the situation of Joshua Kimmich, because on Bayern we say that they are focused on bringing in a new centre-back. Bayern are very confident to sign Jonathan Tah from Bayer Leverkusen. They will present a new bid. They are very, very confident on that deal. Jonathan Tah is not considering Premier League clubs, Saudi clubs. Many approach these agents, but he wants to go to Bayern, so the message is very clear, and Bayern are confident on the agreement to be reached club to club. But Joshua Kimmich could be on the move. Now the full focus is on the Euros. Joshua Kimmich doesn't want any distraction, but after the Euros, there is a possibility for Joshua Kimmich to leave Bayern. His contract expires next summer 25, and Joshua Kimmich is considering his options. At the moment, still nothing imminent, but in the next weeks something could happen. Kimmich is ready to consider a transfer out of Bayern in case they still don't agree on a new contract, and at the moment is not even advanced stages between Kimmich and Bayern on new deal. And so Kimmich is exploring several possibilities, is taking into consideration several possibilities. Premier League could be a destination for him, so keep an eye on Joshua Kimmich, because he's in the list of many clubs. We know, for example, Barcelona have been appreciating him for months, but now their situation with financial fair play is different, so let's see what Barca will decide to do in that position. But keep an eye also on Premier League, because if Kimmich decides to leave Bayern, there could be a lot of movement, and that's a concrete possibility. And so, guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, from Morata to Kimmich, Lenormand, Archie Gray bid signing for Tottenham, and also Dan Ashworth for Manchester United. Ugarte remains a target, Matthijs de Ligt, many things we mentioned. Let me know your opinion here in comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon with Fabrizio.